I often say I've outlived more than half the people I've ever met, and yet here I am at 94, living alone in my own home, feeling physically stronger and mentally sharper than many people half my age. My secret isn't magic or genetics. It's 5 simple, powerful morning habits I've practiced consistently for decades. These habits are so foundational that they support everything from my balance and mood to my energy and clarity. Want to know the truth? Feeling good at 90 plus and fully independent is possible. Let's begin with the first 2 habits. Your foundation for health in your 80s, 90s, and beyond. Habit 1. Pre-dawn. Mindful stretch and alignment, 15 minutes. Long before sunrise, when the world is silent and my body is still waking, I begin with soft stretching combined with alignment and presence work. Here's how. Gentle grounding stretch. I begin seated on a firm chair, feet planted, spine tall. I close my eyes, take 3 slow, deep breaths, and consciously lengthen my spine, shoulders down, chest open. Then I gently tilt to my right, reaching my arm overhead, lengthening the left side of my body. I hold for a few breaths, return to center, and repeat on the other side. Hip and ankle. Mobility. Standing behind my chair for balance, I slowly shift my weight side to side, rolling my ankles in circles in each direction, then swivel my hips gently. These movements are tiny, but they help reconnect neural pathways and release stiffness that builds up overnight. Neck and shoulder release. I tilt my head slowly toward my right shoulder, hold, rotate chin forward, then toward the left. Then I roll my shoulders forward and back, gently, intentionally, awakening muscles that carry tension, but also securing posture and balance. Mindfulness and body awareness. All of this is guided by breath awareness. With each inhalation, I imagine tension melting away. With each exhale, I feel my body grounded into the floor. This practice awakens my nervous system calmly, balancing alertness with peace. Why do this before the sun rises? In the quiet morning, without distractions, I tune into my physical self. I reconnect mind and body, and I create structural integrity, lining up my joints, aligning my posture, giving my nervous system clear signals of safety and readiness. At 94, this prevents falls, improves circulation, and reminds me every morning, I am alive, I am present, I can move. Habit 2. Hydration-based energetic activation. After stretching, I head to the kitchen, not for coffee, but for a hydration ritual that gives me instant vibrancy and mental clarity. Room temperature, lemon-infused water. I fill a tall glass with filtered water, add a generous squeeze of fresh lemon and a pinch of unrefined sea salt. No sugar. I sip this slowly, in mindful sips, noticing the taste and temperature. It's refreshing. Benefits to the body. Proper hydration resets circulation, helps kidney function, and jumpstarts digestion. Lemon provides a gentle alkalizing effect, vitamin C, and stimulates bile flow and liver detox pathways. Sea salt provides trace minerals and balances electrolytes, especially important after night's rest. Mental signal of well-being. Starting the day with mindful hydration calibrates my focus. I'm telling my brain, nourish me, support me. It's a statement of self-care. Without it, I'd feel foggy, slow, disconnected. After it, even in my quiet kitchen, I feel vibrant, ready for life. Building blocks at any age together, these 2 morning habits create a foundation of body awareness and alignment, reducing pain, improving coordination, nervous system balance, neither sluggish nor anxious, cellular hydration and electrolyte balance, supporting mental clarity and physical function, mind-body synchronization, anchoring presence before distraction enters. These habits take 20 to 25 minutes each morning. I've done them for at least 50 years. Over time, they've stabilized my posture, preserved energy, and lowered my risk of falls. And perhaps most importantly, They communicate one message each day. I matter. My body and mind deserve care. Part 2. Fuel, movement, and mental vitality. Creating momentum now that you've grounded yourself and hydrated, it's time to feed your brain and body, build gentle momentum, and cultivate internal vitality. In Part 2, we'll cover my next 2 morning habits, a nutrient-rich breakfast routine, and an invigorating mind-body mini-session. Habit 3. Nutrient-rich morning fuel, the garden bowl. At 94, traditional breakfast foods don't work for me. They leave me sluggish, unsteady, or simply uninterested. Instead, I follow what I call my garden bowl, a micromeal packed with nutrients, balanced protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Components of my bowl. Greens, a small handful of baby spinach and microgreens, lightly soaked and rinsed. These provide vitamin K for bones, lutein for eye health, and a sprinkle of life in the first mouthful. Berries, a few fresh or frozen blueberries or raspberries, rich in antioxidants, anthocyanins, and flavonoids. They support circulation, memory, inflammation balance. Protein, a spoonful of unsweetened Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, or, on some days, the crumbled tofu or legumes. Protein fuels my muscles and neurotransmitters daily. Seeds and nuts, a teaspoon each of chia and flax seeds, plus a few almonds or walnuts. These provide omega-3s, fiber, magnesium, and healthy fats for hormone support. Optional extras, a drizzle of olive oil or small piece of avocado, a splash of lemon, a dash of cinnamon or turmeric, or a sprinkling of raw honey for warmth and antioxidant synergy. I eat this slowly, chewing with awareness, tasting every layer. I pair it with warmth, a cup of gentle green or herbal tea in seasons and coffee in others. I feel nourished, grounded, and protected, inside and out. Habit 4. Movement with a purposeful mini-session. Full workouts aren't essential, but gentle, intentional movement each morning is non-negotiable. I call this my conscious movement sequence, which lasts about 10 minutes. Seated leg activation. Sitting at the edge of a sturdy chair, I slowly lift my right leg straight ahead, flex my foot, hold for 3 breaths, and lower. I repeat 5 to 8 times, then switch legs. This strengthens thighs and promotes knee stability. Core engagement. Placing hands lightly behind my head, I do a seated slight twist to the right. Inhale center, twist left, 6 times per side. This woken core supports posture and digestion. Standing weight shift. Holding a chair or countertop for balance, I shift weight from one leg to the other, gently lifting the heel of the non-weight-bearing leg 5 times. Then switch. This rebuilds proprioception and ankle stability. Shoulders and upper back. Standing upright, feet hip width. I roll my shoulders forward 5 times, then backwards 5 times. Then extend arms out and sweep overhead slowly, like a big hug stretching my upper spine. Neck release and breath. Finally, seated again with a straight spine, I inhale deep into the belly. Exhale with gentle sigh. I lower ear to right shoulder. Inhale center, left shoulder. Repeat twice, breathing fluidly into each side. Each repetition is mindful, smooth, slow, with full breaths. There's no rush or strain. I'm not looking for sweat. I'm building resilience, balance, spinal flexibility, and neural engagement. Why this matters at 94 and beyond. These simple movements help maintain coordination and stability, support joint integrity, knees, hips, ankles, shoulders. Keep core muscles active, vital for balance and lumbar support. Enhance proprioception, the sense of where I am in space. Release tension through the upper body, which accumulates during the night, and most importantly, they reset my inner dialogue. I move carefully, I am capable, I support my independence. In part 1, we built a physical foundation of alignment and hydration. Part 2 added nutrient fuel and gentle conditioning movement. Now, in Part 3, let's explore habit number 5, a holistic practice that ties everything together. Mindset, journaling, and daily intention setting. It's the reason my spirit, just like my strength, is still vibrant. Habit 5. Journaling with gratitude and intention. 10 minutes. In my 90s, I don't need another to-do list. Instead, I need clarity, calm, and purpose. I carve out 10 minutes each morning in my favorite chair, surrounded by natural light, a pen, and a special journal with unlined cream pages. Here's my sequence. Grounding moment. I close my eyes for 30 seconds. Soft breath, gentle posture, and sense how I'm feeling. Not judging or fixing, just noticing my state of mind. Gratitude focus. I write 3 things I'm grateful for today. For instance, my morning stretch that awakened me, a neighbor's kind greeting yesterday, a warm bowl of oats with berries. These may feel small, but they anchor me in wonder and appreciation. High intent. Then I begin a sentence. Today, I intend to. I might write, walk to the garden and spend time noticing each flower, or call my friend at 74, or practice my mindful breathing before lunch. This establishes why I step into the day upright and engaged. Reflective prompt. Finally, I write a short sentence or 2 to reflect. How can I show tenderness toward myself when I feel fatigue? It keeps personal insight active and reminds me that even as I age, inner growth continues. Why? This daily practice is vital cognitive stimulation. Writing, memory, reflection, and language keep neural pathways healthy. Emotional resilience. Gratitude shifts focus from what's fading to what's here, strengthening optimism and mental health. Psychological autonomy. Stating intentions reminds me I direct my day, not routine or age. Self-compassion. Recognizing internal experiences decreases anxiety and encourages gentleness. At 94, this practice reminds me I am not a passive observer of my life. I remain an active participant, choosing how I think, feel, and act with intention. Integration. Pulling it all together. Let's see how the 5 morning habits weave into each other. Habit physical, mental, emotional purpose 1. Pre-dawn stretch alignment, circulation body awareness, wake up safely. Prevent falls 2. Hydration cellular hydration, mindful nourishment, energize and anchor the day 3. Garden bowl protein and plant nutrients. Sensory, gratitude fuel body. Feed soul 4. Mini session movement, balance, proprioception, inner strength age-proof physicality. Journaling gratitude, intention, cultivate purpose and clarity. Each habit takes 15 to 20 minutes. Together, they form a powerful morning ritual that refreshes body, mind, and spirit. Real-life accountability, my 94-year-old self. Every day, around 6 a.m., I begin my ritual. I may adjust durations. 5 minutes of stretch instead of 15 if I ache. Sometimes I skip the garden bowl and have soft porridge instead. Other days, gratitude flows easily. Other days, I write a single heartfelt sentence. The key, consistency and kindness. I don't judge myself for not hitting ideal. Instead, I note, accept, and recommit. At 94, I prioritize alignment with life, not perfection. This practice doesn't promise immortality, but it does promise better life quality, resilience, clarity, physical ease, emotional balance, and, most of all, the joyful truth. I'm still here, fully present, fully alive. Tomorrow, in Part 4, we'll explore how these habits sustain me through daily challenges, pain, fatigue, illness, and how they create a springboard not just for survival, but for thriving at 94 living solo. Part 4. Living independent and thriving at 94. Putting it all together. Having shared my 5 morning habits, you might be wondering, how does this routine translate to a lifelong 94-year-old living alone, navigating pain, functional changes, occasional loneliness? Part 4 shows how these habits become a cohesive living strategy, supporting independence, hope, and daily well-being. Resilient living. How the habits hold when life bumps, aches, and body changes. If my hip or knee aches, I shorten stretch time. But never skip alignment. Gentle movement nourishes stiff joints. Some days are 2 minutes of stretch, some 15, but commitment stays strong. Low energy days. When I'm tired, I still hydrate mindfully and eat the garden bowl. Easy to digest and love. Movement becomes seated, shadow yoga style. And journaling becomes a tender conversation. Today, I intend to rest well. Feeling lonely. The journaling habit holds me steady. Gratitude reminds me of small connections. A bird's song, a text from a friend, a memory. It ignites gentle warmth inside, and intention lightens the gloom. I intend to call someone who matters becomes a lifeline. Maintenance and momentum. Across decades, these habits aren't trendy. They've evolved over decades. Here's why they endure and how they sustain me. Predictable structure. A morning routine gives each day purpose, clarity, and meaning, even when nothing major happens. Low barrier to entry. No need for gym, apps, special diet. Just presence, simple actions, personal awareness. Scalable. There's always room to deepen. Longer walks, writing letters, sharing gratitude with others. Or to dial down. Consistency over volume. Cultivation of presence. This daily practice reminds me that life, no matter the age, is a matter of attention, intention, and gentle care. Longevity, independence, and joy. I'm not saying you'll live to 94, but if you apply these habits consistently, you'll have a better shot at living those years well, healthy, alert, and independent. And that's the real goal, not just longevity, but quality living, one day at a time. Your turn. A 10-minute morning blueprint if you want to try this yourself. Start with this simplified yet powerful blueprint. Stretch and align, 5 minutes. Gentle seated, standing stretches with breath. Hydrate mindfully. Warm. Lemon water. Sip, while noticing how it feels. Eat a simple nutrient bite. A yogurt and berry bowl or oatmeal with seeds. Move with intent, 5 minutes. Leg lifts, weight shifts, torso twists, shoulder rolls, reflect and plan, or 5 minutes. Write what you're grateful for, what you intend to feel or do today, your personal affirmation. Do this for 7 days. Notice any shifts. Then add small steps. Extend movements. Deepen writing. Share your gratitude with someone. Build as it suits you. Final thoughts on my 94th birthday. I stood tall, breathed deeply, and felt a gratitude so deep, even at this advanced age and living on my own, that tears welled up. Not tears of regret or fear or grief, but tears of celebration. Because these 5 morning habits, done gently, daily, with intention, gave me something invaluable. Presence when it matters, resilience in changing times, clarity in small choices, connection with myself and with life. Yes, I'm 94 and I live alone, but I am not alone within, because I carry structure, presence, nourishment, intention, and connection every morning, every day. If you're reading this and feel curiosity, weariness, hope, choose one small habit. Do it. Tomorrow morning. Let it guide you. May these words invite you into a life where age doesn't decide your story. You do.